Alright guys, so welcome at this weekly analysis. Today we'll do a complete analysis of all the major and minor pairs. And we might take a look, it depends on the time, also on the Bitcoin and also on the gold, alright? Because I know some of you are reaching me with this kind of information, looking for this kind of information, okay? So I hope that everything's going fine on your side, guys, that your trading is progressing, that you're doing well. July is somehow interesting month, okay? Usually it's a summer, it should be a little bit slower, but from my experience, it's not like that. Usually in the summer, there's quite some setups, okay? Which tells us that there is, yes, the retail traders are taking the vacations, but the big players and the big banks are not taking the vacations. I mean, they don't have a holiday, okay? And the reason for that is because they're not scalping, guys, okay? This is one of the facts. They are not scalping and day trading, okay? They have huge positions on a weekly and on a daily, loaded. They have a hugely loaded positions on a weekly and daily structures, on a weekly and daily high areas, high probability areas. And about these areas we talk about into a 3 combo strategy course and into a wealthy trader program. Okay, so these are two programs, two strategies, which I'm not going to talk about right now, but you can check the links below. Okay. But what I wanted to tell for the beginning is that big banks and big players are not on a holidays. Okay, they have arranged their trading and their lifestyle in a certain way, in a way that they don't have to be in front of the computer for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours per day. Okay, they enter a position and they hold it. Okay, they have a huge accounts and they hold it. Okay, so with a wealthy trader program and also 3 combo strategy, we also trade with that kind of a trading style. Okay, so how I made this, I'm not going to talk about it, but how I've made these, both these two systems, or the programs, however you want to call it, is that I was observing where the big players are loading and making their decisions, where they are entering their trades. And based on that observation, purely through technical analysis, I figured out where they're entering, and I'm sharing these, setups and methods and strategies within these two programs. Okay, but anyway, enough about that. Let's go into the technical analysis and let's get started, guys, with the Eurodollar. Okay, so we'll do this kind of analysis each week. Okay, these are usually public, usually private weekly analysis for the students within the Forex Twin Traders private community. Okay, but I'm making more. I've decided to make more and more public analysis, so that more and more traders will benefit out of it. Okay, so let's get started with the Eurodollar. Okay, so on a Eurodollar, what we can see here is a small bullish candle on a weekly time frame. So if you're not familiar with our trading style and our weekly analysis, we mostly do weekly and daily time frame. The reason for that is because we want to have freedom, guys. Okay, I have freedom trading. I don't want to be enslaved by the charts. I was, because I was a scalper originally. I was scalping successfully, but to be honest with you, my health got in trouble. Okay, so I was in trouble because I was exposed to too much stress in a very short period of time, trading 1 minute time frame. Okay, still though I was very profitable, making high profits, it was not something which I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Okay, so for that reason, I moved slowly from 1 minute, then to 5, 15 minutes, then to 1 hourly, 4 hourly, daily and weekly time frames. So right now I'm at the point, and the students in the Forex Twin Traders using 3 combo and wealthy trader program, they're trading mostly weekly, daily, and some of them are trading 4 hourly time frame. Okay, so this is something if you're interested about. If you're interested into swing trading, price action, technical analysis, take a look on that. Okay, but now let's get started, guys. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so Eurodollar, nothing special. Okay, nothing special. From technical point of view, nothing special. Let me just use that, okay? So here's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and price basically retested this support. And what we were talking about in the previous weekly analysis is also this supportive trend line. And somehow it was broken, but look at that, price is respecting this area. So from the way we trade, there's nothing to worry about Eurodollar. There's no entry. There's no any kind of a setup which we're looking for, okay? So you will hear that very often when I'm doing analysis, and the reason for that is because we trade only one setup, or at least two setups, okay, which we really master, okay? And for that reason, we completely avoid doing anything else and trading anything else, okay? To maintain the focus, guys, okay? So let's move on, okay? Let's move on to USD Swiss, okay? USD Swiss. Okay, here's the thing. The USD Swiss broken this very respected weekly trend line with a very obvious candle patterns. Look at that. Look at that break. Look at that break, okay? And look at that. Here was a 36 respected, and here's also then it was broken and then respected as well. This is called as the EMA flip, okay? And we go much deeper into the course, into the three-combo strategy about the flip and the hidden messages behind, okay? So if you're interested into a deeper explanation of that, take a look on that. But it's a flip, it's a good sign, okay? And if we go on a daily time frame, you can see how price action respected this area and now creating strong bearish candles, okay? So this is a very good area to short. I know some of the students entered the short here. And it's still available because we have a good potential to the downside, okay? So this could be like something like that, okay? Okay, for the short position, okay? It's not the best. It would be ideal if you enter it up here, but it's still good risk-reward ratio, okay? It's still okay. And we trailed the last position to this structure down there, okay? So this is a very good risk reward, and it's a downtrend. Look at that, lower low, lower high, okay? So I hope some of you enter this trade, okay? Let's move on a pound dollar. Okay, so guys, you'll see I'm commenting about what happened, what's going to happen, and what some of the students and what I'm doing in the trading by myself, okay? The reason why I'm not talking about and this might change, okay, but why I'm not talking about my trades very often is because I've noticed that students tend to be biased, tend to be emotional. So if the mentor has taken this trade, I have to do it as well. No, it's not the case. You have to use your own judgment. You used to have, you need to use your own way of trading, okay? Because even the students who are using the three-combo strategy and the wealthy trader program, so the daily scalper inside of this, okay, that doesn't mean you have to trade exactly the same strategy as I do, okay? Some traders figure out after the time that trend trading might not be for them, for their point of view. It depends on your point of view, okay? So I, as a mentor, help other traders to develop their own trading style. And this is very, very important because we are wired each in a different way, okay? So I help traders basically to go through their trades on one-on-one sessions if they request it. And we go through that, and I see a red flag. So what's going on? What's good? What's bad? What should be improved? Okay. And we might come to the conclusion that this trading style is not the most optimal. So for example, some traders having difficulties holding a position for a long period of time. So they're more used to, for example, I trade a risk reward from 1 to 2 and more, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and I'm able to hold it. But some traders really don't prefer that. Some traders like to use 1 to 1, okay? That means they have to have a higher win ratio, but they're more used to a frequent winning. I don't have a for example, an issue to lose like 5-6 trades in a row, okay? But for some, this could be a challenge. So I help traders to use my system, and I'll help them reshape and remodify for their current need, okay? So this is very important. This is one of the best things which produce the best results so far since I'm trading, okay? And mentoring others, all right? So let's move on a pound dollar, okay? And guys, you have to understand, these are weekly analyses, but these are also the tutorials, okay? They're also the commentaries, the tutorials. I try to provide as much value as possible, not just in terms of technicals, because we trade mostly technicals, but also from, not life coaching, but spiritual and psychological and mindset point of view of the trading, okay? Because in fact, this is the core of the trading, okay? This is the core why trader can succeed, okay? It's inner development. It's not the strategy itself. Strategy is very important, okay? But you also need a proper mindset. So for example, very good analogy is like trading strategy is the car. It's a car, okay? Car with 4 wheels, okay? It's a car. Trading is a car. But a car without a driver is just an object. It's just a vehicle, just an object, okay? And the driver, in this case, is the mindset. The driver is the development. The driver is the psychological point of the trading. So in order to reach your goal fast, your trading goal fast, you need to have a sharp and intelligent driver. You need to start within yourself. Okay? So with the Wealthy Trader program, especially because the first part of the Wealthy Trader program is the mindset point of view and the spiritual point of the trading. And the second point, basically in the first part, we tweak your life in all the areas of your life to succeed in trading. So to help you to succeed in trading, okay? And it's called Abundant Trader Mindset. And the second part of the course of the Wealthy Trading program is called Daily Scalper Strategy. And it's actual step-by-step strategy, how to become profitable within 90 days, okay? Like actually exactly step-by-step, okay? So in this case, with the Wealthy Trader program, you get the driver, the development of the driver, and the development of the car. You need to have a good car as well. You need to have a safe car. You need to have a safe strategy. You need to have a profitable and consistent car. You want that your car is consistent, that it's not breaking like every few miles, okay? And it's the same with the strategy. So with the Wealthy Trader program, you get both, okay? With the 3-combo strategy, you mostly get the pure technical foundation, really from basic to advanced, okay? You get a good car, okay? So imagine like you get a really good car with the 3-combo strategy, but with the Wealthy Trading program, you get both, like development of the character of the driver, okay? So for example, if someone gets very angry and pissed off on the road, if you go through Wealthy Trader program, you'll be much more calm, okay? You will not react to his anger. You'll be in inner stillness. This is the point of the Wealthy Trading program. And there's also meditations inside of it, okay? So it's more spiritual trading, okay? The first part, then is the strategy, okay? And with the Wealthy Trading program, with the strategy itself, you also, with the strategy itself, you also get a highly intelligent car, very profitable car, okay? So that's it about the Wealthy Trader program and 3-combo. And now let's move on, guys, on a pound dollar, okay? And the reason why I'm explaining all that is because everything's connected, okay? In trading, everything's connected. The strategy and the mindset are not like 2 steps. It's like one thing, okay? We just make it like step 1, step 2, okay? For the sake of understanding, okay? So on the pound dollar, what's interesting in the pound dollar is that we're on these lows. You can look at that, these lows. This is weekly time frame, by the way, guys. We are reaching these lows, and look at that. We are getting signs of a bullishness. The price action, look at that rejection. Price touched these lows and rejected, and we've created it was a bullish candle with a strong rejection. I really like that. Okay, so let's take a look on a daily. Okay, you can see that the trend was very dominating here, like not respecting any EMA. Then it touched 20, then it touched 36. Okay, and now we'll see what will happen. As long as the 36 is holding the price, okay, as long as the 36 and 20, the price is below 20 and 36, we're still in a downtrend. This is impulse-like retracement, impulse-like retracement. So we're still in a downtrend. So not buying yet. I'm not interested into buying yet. When the price will break that, then I'm interested into buying it on any time frame, okay? So this is important that you understand that this is an area where the trend will be broken or it will be continued. So in the three combo we call that a bounce or break, okay? But more about that into the course, okay? It's much more than that, okay? So you'll see if you're trading weekly and daily time frame with any kind of a strategies, you will get like 1-2 setups per week, okay? And you have to get used to that. If you want to increase your frequency of trades, that means something, okay? That means whether you are if you say like, I don't want to spend so much time in front of the charts, but I want to have a high frequency trade so that I'll feel satisfied. This is a clear sign of an impatience, okay? So if you really want to spend like 5, 10, 15 minutes, like we do here at Forex Twin Traders per day, okay, for the trading, for the actual analysis, then you have to do something about it, okay? You have to really think, okay, I want that, but okay, I want to trade less. I want to spend less time in front of the charts, but I still want to have a high frequency. That means there's some unalignment. So that means you have to tap within yourself, okay? That means you have to take a look what's the inner motive, okay? And within a mentoring, we go through that, okay? So use the yen. Let's take a look on a weekly time frame. So we've got a bearish candle pattern, okay? Huge rejection on the upside. And then we've created not a lower low, but the close was bearish. That means there was some bearishness going on the USD yen on this week. And in terms of entries, this was a little bit more advanced trade. Still, it was not a 1, 2, 3, which we trade mostly. But still, there's a clear bearishness. Look at these candles. Strong body, strong body. Very, there was not a huge wick, so there was a strong close. Okay, the full body means strength. Okay, so whenever you see like strong candle, small candle, and strong candle, that tells you there's a potential impulse-like retracement on the lower time frames. And we can take a look on that. And it is exactly that. Strong impulse-like retracement, So for the three combo traders, this could be a very interesting area to look for. So you basically look for another impulse-like and waiting for the retracement and trade it right here, okay? Okay. And you know about the sweet spots, okay? You know about the sweet spot three combo traders, okay? USD CAD. USD CAD has been pushing, okay, still pushing to the downside, pushing. So what I'm most interested about is really to look for we're on a weekly time frame, guys, by the way. Look for a strong line, strong area of resistance, and it is right here, okay? It is right here. But because we know from experience, from years of experience, that the recent structure is much more relevant than the historical, like, except it is unless it is a very strong one. But here's some noise, here's some touches, some here. The last one is the most dominating one, okay? So it's like right here, okay? And we also have EMA 200, which was respected here as well. So the easiest thing, if you feel confused, the easiest thing is to simply wait for the weekly structures to be hit. And when the price will reach this area, I'm looking for buy. Until then, I just stay away out of it, okay? And you'll see many times, if you'll follow us, you'll see many times me saying, okay, I see the confusion in the market, so I'm not interested about anything at all and for this currency pair. So I'm going on a weekly time frame, I'm drawing the structures, and I'm going to trade from these areas. That's it. This is the way and the path to get to achieve the clarity within yourself in terms of trading. Okay. So that's it. Let's move on Aussie dollar, guys. Okay. So Aussie dollar, for the last 2 months, actually, in the weekly analysis videos, I'm just saying there's nothing to happen. It's nothing going on, and it's still nothing going on. Price is just consolidating inside of it, like down, small up, down, up, down. What's that? It's consolidation. Are we interested into that? No, we're not. But what we have here is a strong trend line. And what I'm interested about is price waiting. I'm waiting for price to reach that, to touch it, and see whether we'll get a bounce or break. Bounce out of the trend line or break of it. And that's it. So how to enter in these areas we cover in the 3 combo and the wealthy trader program. Okay, so more specifically, okay, there are a few steps, very simple steps. Okay, Euro Swiss. Okay, let's remove that. Euro Swiss. Okay. Euro Swiss is really pushing to the downside. Okay, so for 1 year it was consolidating in this box, and now it's finally breaking. Okay, all right, and let's move on. For example, if there's nothing on a weekly time frame, we have to go on a lower time frames. If there's nothing on a daily time frame, this is something strange, okay? But then we go on a 4-hour time frame, okay? But in terms of daily time frame, what I'm sensing and seeing here is strong and obvious impulse legs and retracements, which looks like a downtrend. So this is a downtrend. And there are multiple types of trends, and we cover that into the 3 combo course. But there are multiple levels of the trends which we trade in a different way. Okay, so right now, right here, we have a good ratio, and also there is a strong and dominating candle pattern. So this could be a good area for aggressive traders. Okay, aggressive traders to go short. Okay, the reason why it's aggressive is because it's very low. Look at that. This entry would be very near the previous low. This is not a favorable. Okay, so whenever we trade a setup which is not aligned with the rules, but still we want to trade it, it's an aggressive trade. That means we risk less. Okay, we're about risk management and aggressiveness and the quality of the setups, which are very highly connected and important. We covered into the courses. Okay. Okay, let's move on Euro Pound. Okay, so I'm very interested into Euro Pound, okay, because this is the resistance. Please don't bother with green or red. Red is resistance, green is support. No, it's not like that. I mean, just don't bother yourself with that. Okay, this is the resistance. Okay, and what I really like about this setup is look at that weak boom, rejection, weak rejection. And we are getting the whole context of rejections. The price is getting exhausted right on this resistance, okay? And what I'm looking for is another bearish candle pattern on a weekly, and I'm looking to short that and aiming for these lows down there, okay? This will be a huge risk reward rate trade, even if it's not going to work. Look, this is part of the trading. Losing is part of the trading, okay? But in terms of lower time frame traders, this could also be a nice opportunity when this 4-hourly trend will vanish, and when we'll get more dominating downtrend movement. This is a good area to look for to go short. So 3 combo traders, you know how to enter these, all right? So congratulations already on this one, because it's a highly profitable scenario right here, okay, on a Euro Pound on a 4-hourly time frame. Just be aware of our setup which we're trading, okay? Then let's move on, guys, on a Euro Yen. euro yen. Okay, so how we're going for, okay, so it's 24 minutes. Okay, so we'll try to keep it below 40, guys. Okay, because most of the pairs are not very relevant, and the euro yen is one of them. Just look at that. Look, if you just take a look on a weekly time frame, look at that, down, up, down, up, up, down. It's just noise. It's just flat. Okay, but on a daily time frame, we're getting like from downtrend, we're getting into a phase of a consolidation. Okay, we are getting into a squeezing pattern, and the options to trade is that if you're a range trader, you can trade bounces out of these areas, or you can wait for the break and then ride the down wave to the with a major trend. Okay, and we also cover that into the courses, how exactly step by step how to enter these areas. Okay, EuroCAD. So EuroCAD surprisingly broke in these 200 and this trend line. Look at that trend line. Okay, like that, with the strong and obvious candles. Okay, and right now in this week, look at that, we've got a small doji candle pattern. Okay, meaning that there's nothing much going on. Okay, on a daily time frame, we've got a small retracement in that week, and then we'll see what will happen. I'm hoping and I'm looking for price to retrace back to this structure and then trade out of it. Okay. One of the things, guys, you have to be okay with leaving a pair unanalyzed. This is very important. If you have to remember one thing out of this video, this is the one. This is the key lesson. Okay. You have to be okay without analyzing a certain pair. If it is messy, if you don't know what to do, keep it unanalyzed. Don't analyze it. Don't go into it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. Make yourself a priority. You are the boss. You are in charge. Here's another secret. We basically, as a technical traders, what we have to do, we have to make a prediction. We do the prediction. When this will happen, I will enter the trade. So listen carefully. When this price will touch EMA 200, I am going to buy. If price will touch this 200 in a certain way with this kind of a candle patterns, I'm going to buy. So we, three combo traders and relative trading programs, so the first swing traders here, we trade, this is the mentality within, that when the price fulfill and makes our desire come true. So for example, if we get certain candle pattern which we want, then we enter. So we are in charge. I don't know if I've said that clearly enough, but we are not following the price. We say, okay, in order to enter, I have to get this. Price needs to make this. And if the price does it, then we enter. Okay, so we make the rules. So for example, the downside. So for that reason, sometimes it happens that we don't get what we wanted. And for that case, in this case, we don't enter a setup. Okay, and we are okay with that. We don't get, what's now, we're missing the opportunities. No. If I want to get into this bull setup, I need to get price to reach this 200, get exhausted, get some bullish candle patterns with a proper candle pattern, the good context, and then I'm going to enter. If this will happen, I'm going to enter. If this is not going to happen, I'm not going to enter. So we are, can you feel the difference, guys? Can you feel it? Okay, it's much different than just trading the setups. Okay, and in the wealthy trading program, we covered that a lot about that, and in the tree combo as well. Okay, so Euro Aussie. Yeah, it's Euro Aussie, a very bearish movement for this week on a daily time frame. Let's take a look on a weekly. Okay, and really, yeah, I'm looking for price to reach this 200. I was not just making, I was not joking. Okay, and another area I'm highly interested about is this support. Okay, just so if you feel confused, just mark the daily structures and trade out of them, guys. Okay, you don't have to buy any kind of a courses from anybody. Just do that. Okay, and if you still feel stuck, then you can join to any trading mentor. Okay, or any program. Okay, please, guys, just make sure whether you are serious about trading or not. Okay, because I'm seeing a lot of traders who want to get rich quick overnight. Okay, it's not going to happen. You can get profitable fast. Okay, you can get profitable very fast within a few months. It's possible if you set your mindset and trading strategy in a proper way. And we cover that specifically, how to get profitable within 90 days in a wealthy trader program. But that doesn't mean you'll get rich like in 90 days. Okay, yes, if you have like a million or a few $100,000 and you apply this strategy, yes, you're gonna get a very huge amounts of money in a very short period of time. But if you have like few $1,000, $10,000 account, you're going to be profitable fast. Yes, but it will take time to make like few $1,000s per day, for example. Okay, it takes time. Okay, but it's achievable. It is achievable. Okay, it is achievable. Okay, Euro New Zealand. I really like Euro New Zealand on a daily time frame. I really like how price broken these two-step trend lines like that, broken that, and now creating a very nice rejection out of 36 with a nice candle. So this is a good area to enter. Some of the three-combo traders probably enter this short, aiming for actually these lows, guys. Okay. So three-combo traders, the last take profit is definitely at these lows, okay? Not at the extreme, but a little bit before, okay? We covered why into the course about that, but the first take profit should be around this area. Look at that, this supply and demand zone, okay? It's here. So this is the first take profit, the second take profit, or you could have the one of the take profits in between, okay? But definitely a good area. You could also trail the stop loss, okay? Let's move on, guys. Aussie CAD. On a daily, nothing special. A lot of the exhaustion wave, still weekly, still the downtrend, of course. But we're experiencing some exhaustion waves. We're talking about into the course. But what I like about Aussie CAD, and the reason, look at that, on a daily time frame, you would say, okay, yeah, this is downtrend, okay? But look at that on a weekly, guys. Look at that support. Look at that support, okay? Look at that support. It is an extreme low since 2016, 2015, 2013. Look at that, okay? Extreme low. And we're getting some weekly rejection candles with a bullish candle. With exhaustion wave. It's a good sign. It's a good sign for lower time frame traders to get and jump into and ride that wave. And with three combo, we can get that. Okay, on the lower time frames, 4 hourly, 1 hourly time frame, probably. Okay, yes, they're the setups. Okay, great. So that's it. You have to take a look at a weekly, guys. Okay, and I'm also preparing the weekly trader program because a lot of you guys have requested that you want to trade weekly setups. Why weekly setups? Because you check charts only once per week for like 15 to 30 minutes. Okay? Pure price action weekly time frame trading. Very powerful. Very powerful. Huge profits. Okay? Because the weekly structures, the weekly sweet spots, the weekly candle patterns, they're the most respectful. Not by the retail traders, not by the retail trader guys, by the big banks. Okay? And this is why price is moving, or for example, in December, all the big traders are taking vacations. But the summer and the December time are always the months which I'm very profitable. I make tons of money. Okay? Because big players, they're not stop trading. They have loaded, they have their positions loaded. They're running. Okay? They're not like closing the positions. Okay? There's a lot of myths in the retail Forex industry, you know. You'll see, if you go really into trading, if you're really serious, you'll see that more and more myths are getting busted, and busted, and busted, and busted, okay? And I'll talk more about it, about these myths and these stereotypes about trading, and wrong beliefs, really wrong beliefs, misleading beliefs, okay? About trading, and I'll talk about them in the upcoming weekly analysis, and I'm talking about it all the time because my goal, my mission is really to bust all that, to really to communicate the clear and honest way of trading, okay? And really to be transparent, to show you the verified track record, to give you the courses which are affordable, okay? To really help the retail community, the retail traders, the ordinary people who want to get profitable and earn some extra cash for their family, for their business, okay? And help them in a sincere and honest and affordable way, okay? So that's it, okay? So if you like that, guys, you can comment down below how you like this analysis so far, okay? I'm really looking forward to connect with you guys, okay? So let's move on, guys. On an Aussie Swiss, let's take a look on a weekly. On a daily, there's nothing much, but on a weekly, what's happening? Okay, nothing much really, to be honest with you. What I'm the most interested about is, look at that trend line. I'm just waiting for price to reach that and trade bounce or break, okay? What's bounce or break, we cover in the course, but we're just, just make it simple, okay? Make it simple, don't complicate, okay? Aussie, I'm pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Look at that trend line, waiting for that. 36 here, just waiting for that. Just waiting for that. Nothing else. Okay, pure mess. What's that? Pure mess. What's that? Down, up, down, up. On a daily, this might look as a daily 1 to 3. Okay? How do I know? How do I know that? This is called a multi-layering or multi-time frame looking, or multi-layering. Okay, I call it multi-layering because what that means is that you basically analyze daily time frame by watching weekly time frame. That comes through time, and we cover that into a 3 combo as well. And it's a very profound way. It shortens weekly the analysis of your time, reduce the analysis time greatly. Okay, so let's go on a daily time frame, and you can see the beginning of a new downtrend. Look at that, impulse-like retracement, and you can see lower low, lower high. So lower low, lower high. We're moving to the downside. This is the beginning of a new trend. Look at that trend line as well. The third touch, strong touch. Okay. So we're moving to the downside. If you feel confused what's going on, whether we're in a trend or channel or what's the angle of the trend, just draw the trend lines. Okay. And you can see a good angle, isn't it so? Okay. So this could be a little bit more advanced 3 combo entry around this area. With this entry, still we are in the entry, so very good for everybody who entered that. Congratulations, and congratulations also to everybody who did not enter or who missed this trade. Okay, because it's okay to miss setups, it's okay to make a mistake in trading, and it's okay to lose, and it's okay to win, because this is part of the trading. And when you start accepting this and you start stop being too harsh to yourself, then you'll see something will change within you, okay? This was one of the very big lessons I've experienced, and it dramatically improved my trading performance, actual performance, okay? So Swiss yen, just look at that weekly, just small candles, bzz, just buzz. This is daily, daily. Okay, daily is just a buzz. Bzz, higher high, touching 200, okay? Respected 200, here's 200, good. Let's take a look on a weekly. There's a nice respect of the 36, but what I don't like is this angle. The ratio, it's not favorable. It's too choppy. Okay, we want to avoid choppiness, okay? Because we're trend traders. With the 3 combo, the Wealthy Trader program, the strategy within Wealthy Trader program is against the trend. It's counter trend trading. Basically, it's scalping based on a daily time frame. It's a very profound way. Okay, this is basically my old trading strategy, which has been greatly modified into a swing trading. So basically, I've merged scalping and swing trading style together. Okay. Because I wanted to with the Wealthy Trader program and the strategy within, which is called Daily Scalper, I really wanted to scalp. I really wanted to find a way how to scalp, but how to spend as little time as possible. So I found a way how to scalp and have a very high win ratio, 90% plus, and still trade like 5, 10, 15 minutes per day, okay? And it is achievable and it's possible, okay? There's a one setup which is making that possible, okay? So links are, guys, below if you're interested into that, or email me. Look at, if you have any questions, always let me know, okay? So cat Swiss, just at this resistance trend line, okay? For the lower time frame traders, this could be a nice opportunity. Look at that. This is a bullish trend, very strong bullish trend, probably 1 hourly trend. Yes, 1 hourly trend, boom. First 200 hit. Consolidation, look at that. Boom. Boom. And now we're waiting whether we'll get a break to the downside or to the upside. Okay? And this is what 3 combo traders are waiting right now. If you're trading 1 hour time frame with that 3 combo, okay? But definitely bearish price action. Look at these candles. They're telling us, they're clearly, the psychology behind the banks and the traders who are trading here are telling that bears are taking control. The sellers are taking control, okay? Okay, then. Okay, on a weekly, we've touched the 36, which was respected previously. So we're on a very powerful area. And also, we've got a very, look at that respect of 200. Look at that. Touch, went through, rejected. Touch, 200, rejected. Touch, rejected. Almost that, okay. In touch, went through, rejected. Bearish candle. A strong sign of a bearishness. The only thing we're waiting for is some bearish candle pattern right here, or lower time frame trades, setups to go short, okay, to continue this wave to the downside, okay. But be aware with this setup because we've got a new impulse like breaking this trend line, so there's some bullishness still going on. So make sure that if you're going to enter that you take profits or at least heavily trail at this area of 82.212, okay, or even a little bit higher, because price might bounce out of here up to there, okay, and continue to the upside. New Zealand yen, pretty messy. Look at that weekly candles, okay. But on a daily, it looks like a new beginning, okay. Look at that downtrend, sideways, zoom, first correction, exhaustion wave, new impulse like breaking, making new highs compared to this one. Lower low, so higher low, good context, good candle pattern, the 36. Now it looks like a bullishness. So this could be an aggressive buy, okay, for the 3 combo traders, okay. Aiming to, yeah, it's hard to say where to aim because there's no relevant sweet spot. Here's the structure in the 200, so this is a good area. Okay, so for 3 combo traders, this could be an option. Pound yen, daily time frame. Look at that, just noise, not interested at all. Just small candles, drifting slowly, not interested at all. Pound Aussie, very hugely bearish. Okay. What I'm interested about is a daily 1 to 3 back to this area. Look at that, back to this area, then shorting around this area. How to short here, we covered that into the course. Okay, but it looks like we're not going to get it because this movement is very strong. Okay, very strong. Okay, but for the lower time frame traders, this is weekly, excuse me, the lower time frame traders, you could be using this downtrend movement to really scalp and to go short in these areas. Okay, just looking for shorting. Okay. Another area of high interest is this support. Look at that support. Just waiting for some weekly candles here is a holy grail, okay? Pound Swiss. We're on a very low, but still there's no signs of a bullishness. So still price is pushing to the downside. We're waiting for some slowing down and then bullishness, okay? Pound CAD pushing very heavily to the downside. Still, though the wick was very small. Look at that. Just a small wick. Okay, nothing fancy, so let's move on. Pound New Zealand also pushing. What I'm interested about is bigger retracement back to this area. to this support become resistance. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so you see I have a very and also, I mean, all the true combo traders have very we know what we want. Okay, we set the rule, as said previously, we define the rule, what needs to happen, and then we wait for it to happen. And if that happens, what we wanted, then we execute. Okay, and this is the big difference. This is, it might not seem like that, but it is a huge difference how we approach trading. Okay, whether you are a driver or the car is the driver, the price is the driver. No. Okay, if we change the analogy from the previous. Okay, we don't want that price is dictating our behavior. We don't want that price is dictating our feelings and emotions and decisions. We are in charge. So for that reason, the 3 combo strategy and the Wealthy Trader program are designed in that way that you are in charge. You have a very specific set of rules, and then you request from the price that this happens. Okay? And then whether it happens or not, it's not in our power. We can't say, okay, this will happen, this will not. We just say what we want that it happens, and then if it happens, we enter. If not, we don't enter. We simply stay away. Okay, so we're in charge. Very important. Very, very, very important. Okay, let's move on, guys. New Zealand CAD. We're getting a nice daily 1 to 3. So this is a nice downtrend. Still, it's getting a little bit slower recently, and the reason for that is because we haven't got a very obvious lower low. Okay, this low is very near to this one. That means the trend is slowing down. Okay. So let's take a look on a weekly. Yeah, it's still a downtrend. Okay, it's still a downtrend, but it's already a little bit late. Okay, it already happened since the March. Okay, so I know some of you entered here around this area to go short, and you've taken the first take profit. And you can, I mean, please guys, if you feel like hold this position, just trail the stop loss and you're safe. Okay, and you're safe. Okay. But for right now, entering nothing much. We've got a double bottom, and we're aware of that. And we're observing what will happen, okay? Trading, guys, is observing. Trading is not trading, actual trading. It's waiting, it's observing, and reacting properly, okay? It's big difference. It's big difference. And in the Wealthy Trader program, we talk a lot about that. This kind of a mindset, psychological point of view. Also spiritual point of view, because a lot has to do with energy and esoteric not field, but the way of living, okay? New Zealand dollar, I really like that, guys. Really like the symbols like in retracement and the whole context. Look at this bullishness. It looks very bullish. So what I'm interested about is waiting for price to break that 200. Look at that resistance 200. 200 acting as a resistance. Boom, 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 boom. And retracement. And then to look for some bullishness in this area, okay? While also paying attention to this area and to short from this area. Look at that resistance. Powerful. Very powerful. New Zealand CAD. New Zealand Swiss, excuse me. Nothing much, to be honest with you. Nothing much. Small candles, 2 small candles in the middle of nowhere. But on a daily, it looks like some bullishness, but the whole context is pretty ruined. I don't know what's that, okay? And look, you as a trader, you have to admit that you don't know what's going on in the certain pair. I, as a mentor, am willing, and I'm often saying, I don't know what I'm looking. What's that? What's that? It's not even a retest. It's not even a trend. It's not respected. What's that? I don't know. And I'm allowed to say I don't know, even if I'm mentoring a lot of people from the whole world. And I allow myself to say, I don't know. And it's okay. And when you will allow yourself to say, I don't know what's going on, then you will stop wasting your time. Then you will stop wasting your opportunities and your money on the bad trading setups. You will naturally go and pick the high quality setups because you will allow yourself and allow your ego to say, I don't know what's going on. And if this will happen for all the pairs, all the 25, 26 pairs, however, you say, I don't know what's going on all the pairs. There's nothing looking similar to my setup. I'm not going to trade anything. okay, because I feel no clarity this week, for example, then you're going to succeed. This is what makes a difference between profitable and unprofitable traders. So guys, if you like this weekly analysis, comment down below. I hope that there was some valuable lessons within. As I said, it's more like weekly analysis, tutorial-ish. Also, I introduced the Forex swing traders, also the courses, and also my mission, what's really driving me on in terms of trading and spreading the right messages about trading to the retail world. Okay, so if you like this video, guys, stay tuned for the next weekly analysis, which will be posted the next Sunday. Okay, and until then, guys, I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye bye.